Let's bring in Greg Regan, president of the Transportation Trades Department. Greg, thank you for being with us. I know you've been keeping a close eye on all of this. And, now 3 weeks later, there's a lot of finger pointing. The White House issuing a statement today saying the Trump administration dismantled safety protections from the Obama-Biden administration. So all of these fingers pointing different ways. But from your perspective, who is to blame for this?
I think it's the railroad. These types of derailments happen all around the country on all of the major freight railroads. And I think as we've seen the rise in the rates of incidents that have occurred across the country, I don't think it's an accident that occurred at the same time when they've laid off 30% of their workforce in an 8-year period.
So let's talk about that. 2 months ago, Congress halted that rail worker strike. We had been reporting on it. Do you think that's what's happening can now be directly tied to that?
No, I don't think. I think the discontent you saw from rank and file members, from railroad workers during that collective bargaining fight, can be directly tied to the furloughs, the massive job cuts that we've seen in the industry. That is certainly true. What we've seen, whether it be access to sick leave, access to their general leave, attendance policies that were very punitive, and chronic fatigue within the industry, all of those are directly related to the fact that railroads are trying to drag as much work out of as few people as possible. And in many cases, people are expected to be on call 24/7.
All right. So then, Greg, is it safe to say that these rail workers are still dealing with concerns or complaints about labor practices, staffing shortages, this unpaid sick leave?
Yes, absolutely. I think we have to have real reform in the industry. It starts with hiring more people, but I think we have to look really deeply at the overall safety culture that's developed in the industry as a whole. I can tell you, just about every single week, we are trying to push back against a request from one of the railroads to waive some sort of safety inspection. Maybe it's a brake inspection. Maybe it's an automatic track inspection. Whatever it is, they're trying to waive a safety requirement for in-person inspections. And that is simply just not the type of pro-safety mindset that we need for our railroads right now, particularly when stuff like this shows what the risks are when things go wrong.
Yeah, that is terrifying, Greg. What is the reasoning given for trying to waive these type of inspections?
In many cases, they get a piece of technology. I'll give you one example on the brake inspections. They have a device that can measure the temperature of the wheels on the railroad. And if the wheel is cold, it means the brakes aren't working. And they have used that as an excuse to say, well, we don't need in-person brake inspections now because we got this great device. But in reality, that device tells you when it's already failed, when the brake has already failed. What a trained expert and an inspector can do is identify potential failures, when there's been corrosion, what the risks are. So really, we should be using technology as a way to complement the expertise of the men and women who work on our railroads, not simply as a way to try to reduce our overhead costs by replacing them. Yeah. And that far too often is what happens in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Technology to complement, not to replace. Excellent points made there. Greg Regan, we thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.